Hey everybody, it's Cherie. I hope you're all doing well. I am going to plan out my first week in my 2026 Hobonichi Weeks. So obviously we're in December still. It's Tuesday the 30th. I'm a little behind. I debated, do I plan it in my old planner? Do I move on? You know what? Time to move on. So I'm going to set the 2025 one aside and we're going to do 2026. So I picked out some really cute little stickers. They all kind of have a reading, kind of a little fairy tale sort of a theme to them. And I like the darkness of them. I don't know why, but maybe that's a sign that I need to get out in the sunshine. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what we're going to use for here. And I've got myself some black date covers that I'm going to use to cover up the dates. The date strip. I've been watching lots of videos on Hobonichi Weeks trying to come up with a few new ideas because it just feels a little bit, I don't know if stale is the word or you know what, but I think that I'd like to just try a few things that are different in my weeks. So I've got some numbers here, just a bunch of kind of leftover mishmash of things. So these are on transparent mat actually. So 29th. So what's the weather like where you are? I am in Western Canada and we came out of a really cold deep freeze into the strangest thing yesterday. It got up to +3 Celsius, which is, gosh, almost unheard of in the end of December, beginning of January. Well, I shouldn't say that. We do get Chinooks sometimes that come through that will do that. And we ended up having a gorgeous warm day, +3, which is, I don't know what in Fahrenheit. But the problem was it rained all day. Like it was off and on, just raining. And of course, because we have lots of snow and there's ice everywhere and the ground is frozen, it just became a skating rink, everything. It was just terrible. Actually, the highway was closed between our city and the next city for a while yesterday, just because it was simply just so dangerous to be out on the roads. And my daughter-in-law had taken the kids skiing at just a little ski hill kind of in between there, and she had come home before they had closed the highway, and she said it was absolutely just utterly treacherous. And she said skiing was not a whole lot of fun because it was raining, and yeah, who'd have thought. But the day before with the wind chill, it was -38 when we got up in the morning. So, you know, that's Canadian weather. You just wait 5 minutes and it'll change. So, yeah, so today is not as warm and the sun is actually out, which is kind of nice. So hopefully some of the ice, you know, on the south side of things anyway, will hopefully melt because, yeah, pretty slippery. So, all right, so we've got that laid down. I've got this really cool, I've had this for, I don't even know how long, and it's a washi with writing on it. And it's a very thick, almost like a newsprinty kind of a washi. I really can't remember where it came from or where I got it, but we're going to use some of that just kind of to go along with that sort of storybook theme. So I think I think I'm still going to have to trim it. Just don't want it to be terribly crooked. It's just a struggle. The struggle is real. Okay, so let's put it down here. Okay, oops, come on now. And yeah, we'll just trim that away. Trim that away. So has everybody been getting into their new planners? It's pretty exciting. I'm struggling a little bit with my hemlock and oak. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure how to plan. So I didn't do a plan with me. I think it's going to take me a little bit to get into the groove of how I'm going to use it because it's so different because it's horizontal planning. as opposed to vertical, which I have been, you know, used to for so long. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an adventure. So again, I have been watching YouTube videos and just trying to get a feel for it, because this is a little bit more not really planning quite as much as, you know, tracking things like my mood. That's something I want to start doing, is tracking my mood. I'm gonna have to get myself or make myself some stickers, because I tell you, the other day I was in the absolutely foulest mood for no apparent reason. I always say to my husband, I feel like, if, you know, put me down, because I'm that cranky. I can't stand myself. Like, it's awful when I haven't felt that for such a long time. And oh my goodness, it was, yeah, not a good day. I finally just actually went to bed. I put myself to bed, literally. I was like, I'm done. I need to just go have a nap, because yeah, it was vile. So anyway, okay, I think I'm going to put that against there, and I'm going to try extending, because I want to put more, you know, stickers in here sometimes that are a little larger. So I think I'm going to extend, like, I'll show you what I mean in this planner. If you're new here, I would write just a little thing of the day, you know, kind of that sort of thing, and decorate. So I also track the weather. I track what I'm reading or watching, and I track my tretinoin use in here, my sort of, not all my skincare, but my tretinoin, because if I use it too much, I tend to get scaly and dried out, especially at this time of year. It's so incredibly dry. So I'm thinking now, do I have a pen? Okay, hopefully this one. I was using this one yesterday, and I just started using it, and it was being kind of a jerk. It was skipping, but I think maybe now that I've used it, yeah, I think it'll be okay. So maybe what we'll do is just extend this to here, and I like to have, gosh, I can't quite see that. There we go. Yeah. Also, I wanted to just give everybody who has ordered a bit of an update. The mail has been like beyond anything I've ever seen before. So slow. And so please be patient. For example, I had an order that I tracked just because it was quite an expensive order, and I paid for tracking on it myself. And I mailed it on the 3rd of December, I believe it was. And it sat in U.S. Customs for 12 full days. Now, I know one day of that, I don't know if you guys have in the U.S., the 26th is a holiday. It's a stat holiday here in Canada. I have no idea if it is. I doubt it in the U.S. So our post office is closed. Our post office closes early on the 24th, and then it's closed straight through till the 27th. It opens again. So I don't know, you know, what the deal is in the US, but that's how it is. So it sat in US Customs for 12 days. 12 days. One of those being Christmas and I guess the weekend or whatever. So I'm not, you know, now it's on its way again, and it's going to take like close to a month to get to its destination, which is ridiculous in my opinion. And I'm sure it's because everything is just backlogged from holiday shopping and orders and cards and mail, whatever. But I'm getting like, you know, constant, like it's taking 2.5 weeks for an order to go across Canada right now. And then, you know, add on something like, you know, Canada's a huge country. So it takes a while for mail to get across Canada. And we have, you know, several major distribution centers to the US and international. Although international, I have a regular customer that orders from me from Australia. She tends to get her stuff in a week to 10 days. Like, I don't understand. I guess because it's not sitting in customs for close to 2 weeks. I don't know. But, you know, just a little heads up, please be patient. It's generally not this bad. I mean, I the only time it's ever been maybe quite this bad was after the Canadian postal strike, when things were really backed up. So yeah, your orders are still coming. And everybody has been super you know, super understanding, and I do really appreciate that because, you know, I've only had a couple that have been a little bit snarky, and I get it. You know, they don't know, have I sent the order? Are you, I don't know. But anyhow, hopefully within the next week or so, things will get cleared up and we'll be back to like 2.5 weeks for orders to hit US destinations. And keep in mind, like I live in Western Canada, it's going all the way to the corner of Florida. It's going to take a while, you know. I mean, that's a 7-hour flight from where we are. It's a long ways. So, yeah. So please just be patient. We're all the shop owners are in the same. We have a few group chats, and we're all in the same boat. It's just been ridiculously slow. So, okay. I am also pulling out this black grid washi that we're going to pop up here. I love a grid washi. Okay, so and there is a whole whack of new PET tape coming. What's today? Probably you won't see it until early next week in the shop because, again, holidays, so the post office will be closed, but my order is on its way, and I'm excited. There's a lot there. Some of them are just gorgeous, so... And that takes me time to get up in the shop too because it's fiddly. I've got to, excuse me, take pictures and video little reel, like not reels, but little videos to show it. But yeah, so I'm excited for that to arrive. Excuse me, I got a tickle. It's so dry. Oh my gosh, it's been utterly just so dry. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. My hair, it's been so static. My little granddaughter came over the other day and her hair, she's got quite long hair and it was just like a halo around her. She just looked like she touched one of those balls, you know, that your hair stands on end. It's just so dry, and I've got humidifiers running in the house, but yeah, just because of and then we have our fireplace going, and then we have, you know, the furnace running all the time, and yeah, it's pretty dry, even though we got rain. It's craziness. So yeah. But we're on the uphill turn. The days will get slightly longer. We never really see much of a difference here until about, gosh, middle of February. And one day you'll wake up and you'll be like, hey, you know, it's brighter out a little bit. So yeah. Okay, come on. There we go. All right, so put that like that. Make sure I'm still in frame. Okay, yeah, this seems kind of gloomy and dark, but I think it's just I've been reading a lot, and I'm reading a really great book right now. It kind of goes back and forth in time, and this woman's telling her life story to a writer to make a novel, and it's just a super great book. I'm really enjoying it, but it takes place partly in World War II, so maybe that's where I'm getting the dark vibes from, because it's not exactly a great time in history. Okay, I think we'll pop that one down there. Cute. I don't know where these stickers came from. I want to say maybe like Temu. I don't know. I order a lot of my, there it is. Excuse me, shipping supplies from there. So I often have... Okay, do I want to lay that like that? I often have to fill up to make it $35 for free shipping, so I'll order stickers. I think we're going to pop that there and just cut it in half. Okay. And my grandkids, they absolutely love stickers, so yeah. I've got kind of a stash of just cheap stickers that, although actually I have to say these are quite nice quality, that they can play with too. So, okay, and then the little dog in the cart, so cute, so cute. I took Millie, my Springer, out for a big walk yesterday because it was nice, and she did pretty good on her hind legs. She's been struggling, but we have another vet appointment just to follow up and see where she's at. So, okay, and then I will track. I wonder if I should, okay, so I'll probably track the weather along the side here. Maybe like run it down here. So I can actually do that right now because yesterday was rain, which is totally ridiculous for this time of year. Not even snow, rain. So that was that. Yeah, we're gonna put it over here. So Monday was rain, and then I'll write in the date, the high and the low. Today is partly cloudy, but sunny too. So let's see here. I have a kind of I have some these weather stickers are from watercolor sticker plans, and then these ones I just made myself. So we'll put this down here, and then I do want to write, let's just draw out a little, kind of a little habit tracker. Okay, so let's say we go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today is Tuesday, so last night I did use my retinol, tretinoin, whatever. Tretinoin. Don't know how to spell that. That is spelled incorrectly. Please don't come after me in the comments. Okay, and then, yeah, I'll still give me room for my weather. And then if I want to fill in, sometimes I'll just put in little snippets of things like, you know, we were under a cold warning, or just little things like that. But yeah, so I think that, although this being a dark spread with all the darkness, I really like it. I think it's just fun. It's just, I've got these little strips here. Let's lay them down. Why not? Don't want to waste anything. Oh, I might have to put some, yeah, I might have to put some glue on that. Do I have a glue stick handy? Let's see. Oh, part of it stuck down. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's still a little bit of, actually, let's take the back of this and just use it. All right. Yeah, I love a good, I do have some stamps somewhere that are like, you know, kind of that postcard writing look too, but I don't offhand know where they are. Okay, let's peel this so that it's not straight. Hopefully I can get that, or not make it a little bit more jagged. Even a little bit. Well, maybe if I give it a little clip. Nope, it's just gonna fight with me. And my nails, I broke this one the other day. It's actually quite sore. I used to have gel nails all the time and did my nails all the time, and oh, COVID happened, and then that was sort of it. I just couldn't care less anymore. That's terrible. All right, yeah. Okay, I think that one's gonna stick down, no problem. So that's where we're at. I think it's cute, and yeah, I hope everybody has a great week, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.